Okay guys, so this is how to have the perfect Dark Age every single game on, 1v1 Aram Arabia. I'll be using the most default Civ, Magyars, and yeah, let's go straight ahead into the game. So, as the game starts, you want to make your two houses, like around this circle on the TC. You don't want to make it too far out, so your vill's like walking like super far. And the second the game starts, you're going to be, scouting with your sheep. You're going to shift queue these vills back onto the sheep onto the TC. And you're going to be looking for your wood lines. You're going to be looking for your gold as well. So the three things you're going to find is your wood line, your gold, and your berries. And you want to identify which wood line you want to take straight away. So this wood line is the back of my base, so I think I'll be taking this one, most likely. And also remember to sheep scout as well. Sheep scouting is very, very important to do. Especially as you're, climbing the ranks, so to say. Ooh, a little bit of idle time. Small mistake, but we fix it. So, idea down here, go straight towards them. Let the lumber camp down. Okay, so what I'm thinking right now is, okay, how can I wall my map? So I'm always like thinking ahead, like my berries are here, my gold's here. So my berries and gold are towards the back. And I have two back wood lines, which is actually, a really good map. Most of the time you want to have a map like this. So right now what I'm thinking is where do I place my houses? My two houses for, population space. And I think I will be placing them here in front of my berries. So I'll send the Ville now. Oh, I sent the Ville one pop too early. No big deal though. Let's wait for this deer to reset. I'll place the house around here. So now already, what we're doing slowly is we are, setting up our walling. So most games you see me play on the ladder, I will do two houses like this. And then it's just a lot easier to get your walls down. Because then, the barracks goes here. I can make the stable here maybe instead. Or I can just like palisade wall this. And this is why every single building placement is very important, So we'll just lure the boar. Those vills on the deer. I'll take these sheep as well, just in case the AI decides to lane me for some reason. Yeah, just wait for the res for the mill. Build the mill now. And also, the things to look for when you're sheep scouting is you always want to look for like where you can wall to. So right now, this sheep will decide if I wall to the edge of the map or if I wall to this wood line. If I see a wood line here, which I do, I will most likely wall to this wood line. Yeah, it's also right to the edge. Wood goes right to the edge as well. So now we send two more vills to woods. We'll do 19 loom. Very generic uptime. Okay. I have 5 vills in this wood line. Now, one small thing I will say is when your TC gets a little bit hectic, like, mine is now, don't panic. Don't, think, oh shit, I've messed up. Just, slowly distribute your vills away and, yeah. So go from there. So right now, my TC is very hectic. So I'm going to send a few vills here. I send a vill here. And I go for my second wood line a little bit earlier than I'm supposed to. But it's not a big deal. You just want to fix the small mistakes that you make. And not every Dark Age will be perfect. Every game you will make mistakes, but it's just about fixing those mistakes as, efficiently as possible. So now, we have 9 vills on woods. I'd like to put one more on the straggler tree as well, just so I make sure I have the wood for my barracks and my stable when I hit Feudal Age. I got a sheep in position. Actually, I should scout. Yeah, pushing that D is a little bit greedy. And also it's sticking to the edge, so I guess we'll just leave that guy. Oh, this Vil walked all the way back. Unfortunate. Okay. So now, the things I look for is... where do I want to build my military buildings? So, the way I think I'll wall this map is I will wall from this wood line to this wood line. It's a very, very easy wall. But if this wood line wasn't here, maybe I would wall to here, or maybe I would just wall to the edge. It's one of those things where you just kind of have to make the decision on the fly and just... whatever you're thinking in the moment. And on this side, it's quite open on this side. So I think I'll just wall either straight to the edge of the map, or I will wall to this wood line and to the edge. So nice and efficient walling. We don't want to wall too crazy big. Like, walling to this wood line is bad because it's just too far away. We don't need this wood line at the moment. Maybe later in Castle Age, we might drop a TC on it or something like that. I see my opponent's ball, which, you know, most players will have taken their ball by now, but this is the AI. Send my Vils to build my barracks, just in front of my TC. And there's also a mod I recommend to install. It's called Minimap TC Orbit. It's really good for new players. It helps you scout a lot. It puts a little circle on the minimap, and your opponent's TC will always be on the circle. Right, so the second I hit Feudal Age, I get Double Bit Axe, and I build a stable. And every single game, if you do this perfectly, you will get to Feudal Age with enough res for Bit Axe and a stable. But if you mess up, you know, you can just delay Bit Axe a few seconds. It's not like a big deal, but this is why you want to make your build as clean as possible. So I continue the game. I'm scouting my opponent. I know my opponent is here because I saw this stone here. So now I make a spear straight away, and I send my spear straight to my opponent. And this is the decision. Do I get Horse Collar or not? This is like about the time I make that decision. And this game I'm going to skip it because my opponent is Ethiopians, and if he's on archers, I want to get the range up faster for my skirmishers, so... the second the table comes up, we'll make a few scouts, send them forward, got some farms. We'll send our spear straight to my opponent's like resource that he's taking. So for example, he's on the gold now. So I'll send my first spear here straight away. I'll send my scout here also. And I'll keep dropping farms in the back. And then I'll make another spear. You should always make a spear with your walling builds. I'll make a house here and wall to this wood line. And now we can just, you know, harass the opponent, hit him a little bit. I don't want to kill his Vil just because it's AI, but I guess we will. No, we try and get a Vil kill. If we can't, no big deal. We don't want to throw our army away for the Vil. We just want to harass him, you know? We want to force him to react. And now, I think I'll make a house here. You know, keep harassing your opponent's gold mine. You know, push him away from res. So the whole point of the scout rush, it's not to kill Vils. It's to force a reaction. And then maybe I can, you know, add skirmishes behind and then do some more damage. So maybe I add the range here. Range facing my opponent always. I'll just keep dropping farms. 60 wood, drop a farm. I put one more Vil on wood on the wood line. So now I'm walled on the top side. I see 60 wood, I drop a farm. I'm even garrison my Vil in the TC to make him walk a bit more efficient. Oh. And this is a really important thing. The reason my scout attacked the TC was because my scout was not on stand ground. Whenever you are raiding with scouts, like, you know, 3 or 4, you always want to go stand ground box formation. This is like the most important thing. I see like a lot of lower elo players do when I coach them. Stand ground box formation will save you so much headache from your scouts just, you know, running into the TC, taking unnecessary damage, and yeah. We'll carry on. So I make the range here. I send my spear to come protect the Vil walling. Make a house, wall to the edge, and mass skirms in my range. Also keep the spear on stand ground. 60 wood, drop a farm. And then... now my opponent isn't really making any units, so I won't make any more scouts. I feel like 3 scouts is enough here. Just to like harass him. Make sure my Wallingville is guarded by my spear. You can use the guard hockey. No, 60 wood. I see 60 wood. I drop a farm. EC waypoints. Got a gold now. 60 wood. Dropping a farm. Keep the spear protecting the Wallingville. And if you want, you can wall across your face with like a gate, a couple palisades, which I highly recommend to do. Because some players you play against are crazy and will just run through. So I recommend to always wall the front of your base. And now I'm just, you know, running around this base, looking for damage. Not necessarily to kill Vils, because my opponents will have army. It's more to just force a reaction, you know? Force him to make more units to defend a small army that I have. And then I get the faster cast stage time because my opponent is investing in more military than required to defend. Okay. Actually, no, she should go to the gold mine there. And when these guys are finished, you can just like shift queue them to the woods. Maybe, you know, send 2 over here, send 3 over there. Doesn't have to be perfect. And now, I think I'll do one more Vil. Maybe get the blacksmith here as well. And also, I think it's best to make your houses and your blacksmith in front of the wall on the far side. Now we can click up. So yeah, whenever you make your blacksmith and your houses, it's really important to make it on the edge of the map, because if your opponent comes with like crossbows, knights, light cav, whatever, you can easily like make a market here, right? You know, I can grab a veil, make a market here, and block them from coming in. But if it's over here, by the time my veil walks, you know, maybe he's broken in by then because, you know, the walking distance, for example. And now we click up to Castle Age. And then on the way to Castle Age, what we do now is we do Horse Collar. The second we can afford it if you skipped it. And then get the gold mining upgrades. You know, the second we can afford it. Maybe drop a few more farms. There we go. About 16 farms, 17 farms. But now, I will stop the video now because it's very... From this position, it completely depends what your opponent's doing. If your opponent's on archers, what you will do, you'll keep massing up skirmishes. You go into elite skirm, you know, board skin plus 2 armor. Maybe even ballistics. If your opponent's on cav, maybe you go knights yourself, or you go CA. Or maybe you just like drop 3 TC. You might drop a TC here on the wood, a TC here on the gold. You can even expand out to the stone here and drop a TC, so... I think there's too much, like, variety to say exactly what to do. But the most important thing is your economy is always balanced for what you want. So right now we have 18 farms and about 13 on wood. This is good for like 1 Sable Knight, 2 Sable Knights maybe, and Elite Skirm. And it's also good for booming, so... You just want to make sure your economy is always balanced for what you want to do. So you sit there, okay, I'm going CA, more vills to wood, more vills to gold. I'm going knights, okay, I'll drop a few more farms. So yeah, hope this video helped, guys, and I will be making more soon, I promise. And make sure to like and subscribe. See you guys later.